The end of One Piece is closer than most people realize, and that changes how we should be looking at the story right now, because this isn't just another arc, this is the beginning of the end. And once you've seen it that way, everything starts to feel different. After more than 20 years of build-up, One Piece has officially entered its final phase, which means the story isn't expanding anymore, it's starting to converge. Most of its run, One Piece kept adding new islands, characters and mysteries, but now everything is starting to connect. Storylines are colliding, long-running mysteries are getting closer to answers, and the world that kept expanding is now closing in on itself. You can also feel the pacing changing. Bigger reveals are happening faster, important information is coming more frequently, and we are starting to see things that normally would have taken much longer to reveal. Nobody expected major figure like Emu to be fully revealed this early, let alone take a direct role in the story. The same way the Five Elders suddenly became active players during the Egghead arc. These aren't small developments, these are endgame level reveals. Even outside the main story, details are being pushed into cover stories and SBS sections just to keep everything moving. That's not something you do early in a story, that's something you do near the end. And yet it doesn't feel like it's ending, because we've spent years with this story, weekly chapters, long arcs. That kind of pacing makes time feel stretched. So even when the story is accelerating, it still feels far away. But the reality is, we're no longer building toward the end, we are inside it. Every arc now matters more, every reveal carries more weight, because there's less time left than it feels like. Because there's less time left than it feels like. One Piece isn't ending tomorrow, but it's much closer than most people think. And when it finally does, everything we've seen will be judged by how it led. The end.